So obviously there's a lot of different food delivery apps you could drive on as a side hustle, trying to make some extra money, right? But for all intents and purposes today, for this exercise, just assume you're driving on Uber Eats. So here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you a few potential orders, and I'll give you plenty of time, maybe 15 or 30 seconds here, to look at this request closely, and you're going to decide if it's worth it. So what I'll do, just to keep things fair, I have a timer here off to the side, again, just to make sure you have enough time just to simulate Uber Eats here, about, I'll say, 50 to 30 seconds to make sure you get all of the info here in the order. So get ready. I'm going to show you order number 1. And again, your goal in looking at this is this order worth it? So here we go. All right, so here's our first order. I'm going to look at my timer here, look at the pay, look at the starting, the ending destination, maybe the restaurant type, the miles, first order. Okay, second order request, pretending that you have a stacked order, which is 2 or more assignments for one driver. Again, I'm looking at the timer, look at your pay, your prospective pay, the miles, everything here, second order. All right, third example here, wings over. Look at this one, third request. And then fourth example here, look at the order, look at the order. Okay, how'd you do? We had what? We had 4 examples there, giving you a bunch of time and hopefully picking kind of the right answer, right? Is it worth it or not? Did you notice anything? You may have noticed that I actually clearly didn't give you enough time. Really what Uber Eats is supposed to give you, 15 to 30 seconds. And that's why we're having this conversation right now. Because I had this happen to me on my most recent shift and driving tonight with my brother Matt. Here in Pittsburgh, we had this exact problem happen as well. And I see a lot of you echoing this in the comment section of that last video. So the problem is you are, as a Uber Eats driver, supposed to get 15 to 30 seconds. But basically what I just did now is simulate what I saw, and what we saw tonight is, I don't know what it is. Is it a glitch? Is it hopefully not a beta test of a new timer here, but getting maybe 5 to 8 seconds or so to make a decision. Now that is clearly not good, to say the least here, because you're trying to make a smart business decision. Let's just look at this last order, this actual order right here. This is the one from tonight. This is the one that Matt and myself, we missed this one because we didn't have enough time here. So $14.43. It's a stacked order, right? It's 2 or more assignments for one driver. It's 6.2 miles, and both pickups are from the same restaurant, Tuk Tuk 98. It was only going to take 19 minutes, a strong dollars to time ratio, a strong dollars to mile ratio. And you'll see we actually got a DoorDash request simultaneously because we're multi-apping. That's what you should be doing. It's driving on different apps at the same time so you can select the best one. But trying to manage here 3 apps with Uber Eats, with DoorDash, and Grubhub, you really can't do that cycling through the different apps if you only have 5 to 8 seconds to make a decision. So this order that is actually pretty attractive, and Matt was honestly pretty upset that he missed this one. It was a good order request, but I mean, sometimes the counter, the visual counter, won't even display. So again, that green bar that says delivery, it'll actually go down. It'll be in a darker green, whatever it is, signaling that the timer is running out. Now, conversely, on DoorDash, there's actually, in my opinion, it's better. It shows the actual numbers counting down. And I believe they give you more time, 45 seconds, I believe, versus 15 to 30 seconds on Uber Eats. And again, Uber Eats just gives you a visual counter. But yeah, this one was missed because, I don't know, the counter, what I've seen, and let us know in the comment section as well, but that counter, that graphic on that delivery, that green icon doesn't even move. Or it'll move, basically, it'll already be kind of empty. And again, you got a few seconds here. So let us know if you have that as well. But I'm not here just to present problems. I'm going to actually present some potential solutions or workarounds. So let's talk about that. So again, I have 4, they're not all solutions, but at least workarounds if you're having this as well right now on Uber Eats. Number 1, assume it will happen. So if you're driving on Uber Eats, assume that you're going to have 5 to 8 seconds to make a decision. It's not what Uber Eats even says you're supposed to have. But again, if this is a bug, hopefully not a beta. I don't think, in my opinion, it's a beta. I believe this might be a glitch. Again, let us know. But at least you can hopefully get in front of it if you assume. Number 2, be more aggressive when you're looking at these potential orders. Scan it quickly. Look at quickly the dollars to mile ratio, starting and ending positioning, the dollars to time ratio, the pickup locations to see, is it a good pickup spot or do I not want to go there? Honestly, you got to be more aggressive. You got to be faster. Number 3, when in doubt, and it seems pretty good. Actually, that order that I showed you here from tonight, if you're kind of doubting if you're going to have enough time, you might want to accept it anyway, basically regardless, and then use more of your cancellations to cancel it if it's indeed not a good pickup. Now, obviously, you have to be careful with that. You cannot accept and then unassign, aka cancel too much, because you may be deactivated for doing so. So again, be careful with that. I would accept to complete around 90% of my orders on Uber Eats. But again, if it's coming down to the last second and the pay seems pretty good, but you're not really sure, you think it's like 90% a good order, then again, just accept it and decline on those off chances if you need to. And then number 4, like we're doing today, you have to multi-app and really shift to more reliable apps. Honestly, Grubhub gives you 45 seconds plus to make a decision, maybe even 60 seconds to make a decision. Now, there's no visible counter. I'm not a fan of that. There's really nothing from Grubhub as far as a counter. Absolutely, I think they should improve that on the Grubhub side. And then again, on DoorDash, there's an actual physical counter with numbers, which is good, which is really, in my opinion, kind of the standard that these apps should have. But if you're running into more and more problems with this glitch on Uber Eats, then of course, switch, which you should be doing anyway, but switch and rely on those better apps. So in my opinion, again, this is something that we're noticing happening on Uber Eats right now. And it's not just here in Pittsburgh. Based on your comments, I'm seeing this in other marketplaces as well. And please do echo that. Let us know again in the comments, is it happening? Is it still happening? How long has it been happening? Or maybe it hasn't been happening in your marketplace, because especially now, I feel like it's really not a good time for this to be happening with some summertime slowdowns with reopenings, what have you. So do let us know down below in the comments and make note of those 4 really hacks, workarounds to at least maximize your success on Uber Eats if you are having this happen in your marketplace. And if you did get value in this video, definitely drop me a like. And you can also click or tap screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.